Sweet, elegant, creamy, and a trip to the cabana. Sax and trombones are all ready for a New Year's, and this is ringing it in. I have watched it 1 year, a company transform from their fabulous elixirs into sprays from heaven. I have a sample of the Attar and now the Eau de Perfume. Love them both for different reasons. Spraying this on is like the transformation of holiday cups at your favorite barista, coffee shop, Starbucks, when they get the fancy holiday cups that the day in October and just everything transforms and changes. That's like spraying on this beauty. I'm Brandon, Therapeutic Fragrance. Love that you're here. Subscribe and let's go. Check out the presentation, everyone. French crystal, stepping it up, crimping on that fancy stuff. Everything's improving. Amazing stuff. 2020 gives us another creation. I've already sampled this at the beginning of the year with the shipments of me finding Elixir Attar and knew what I was in for. This thing is golden juice, 225, 15 ml, loaded with ingredients. First spray, it's an eau de parfum. It wears like an extrait, 60 masculine, 40 feminine. First spray has a weird menthol cleaner vibe. Everyone, if you use natural cleaners in your house, if you switch to natural cleaners, it's like a whiff that they give off at first, settles in really quickly. It's like a Certs wintergreen also. So just this, but it sits in really quick. The sillage and projection, 10 minutes, you're gonna get that blast. But then what this settles into, I'm putting so many elixirs on here. You guys don't understand this. This is really good ingredients. And he's taken all these Attars that he's known about for years and literally adding ethanol to them to give us a spray format. And I'm into first editions. I get what first editions are. Because once you get popular and start making those huge batches, I don't care who you are. From Arige to whoever, you have to compromise. Arige can't go get, well, he did with Santal Galore. You saw he could only do 250 bottles. And sold out minutes. They can't get the ingredients big enough for these huge batches. So I'm into first editions. And that's why so many elixirs. I want his first editions. I want his first editions in my collection. Notes. His perfectly Cohiban coffee note with chocolate, jasmine, cigar resinoid, Gaiac wood, vintage Mysore, tobacco absolute, honey absolute, generous dose of insuri, ouds, is what he put in here. He has a Cohiban coffee Attar that is one of his best sellers in this store. And he added oud to now see already. Smelling this close, that whole wintergreen effect, you smell it close, there's just no fighting. Then that coffee comes in and that tobacco comes in and just rips it, rings it in, and they all form a fume. It's beautiful. It's really good fume that's formed between the three. Cocoa, tobacco, and menthol come together, bind together, to just give you wafts of a little bit of warmth, a little bit of good air, fun vibes. The menthol does not dominate. It helps with the fragrance, helps everything going on. The Mysore sandalwood carries all of these notes and creams them up. That's what Mysore does. It's an aged Mysore, creams the chocolate, everything up. Tobacco is already creamy, as you know, so it creams it up even more. The chocolate, sort of a milk chocolate. Think of just this zgushanka being added to this. The Mysore being like a zgushanka. What's zgushanka? All my Russian, Ukrainian, Slavic peeps know exactly what I'm talking about. You guys use it in every dessert that you have. It's literally evaporated milk, condensed milk, and it just forms this creamy, sweet, silky textured layer that's amazing in this. Honey forms condensed milk to just make this a gourmand that's edgy, that's still familiar, that's still fun, that's still approachable, that's still huggable, but yet just a huggable bear kind of thing. Don't wake the bear ever, and the bear never does get awakened, but you know it's a bear. With the oud and everything else, the coffee is medium roast and robust. French press style. If you drink coffee, think of a French press cup of coffee, medium roast, strong made, perfectly made, thick, aromas that just to die for. One of the best coffee fragrances, bar none. Give me your coffee fragrance. I've heard other people say that. I'll go head to head with Ahmed's Cohiban coffee accord with anybody's coffee fragrance. This is that was my first tincture was coffee, and I didn't have this, and I'm like, this is close to what I want, what I'm going for. Jasmine carries the heart transition with tobacco. Tobacco strengthens up a bit in the heart. The gourmand leaves a bit. It's sweet throughout. Don't get me wrong. This is a sweet tobacco fragrance, but the top is the sweetest. The heart, you got the jasmine spicing it up a bit, and the tobacco coming a little bit stronger in the heart of the fragrance. In Ligero style, if you're a tobacco cigar fan, some nice Ligero tobacco leaf, which is in between Maduro and brown, dark and light. It's almost dead in the middle, maybe a little bit on the lighter side. It's the strongest type of tobacco. So as far as nicotine goes and a buzz, like it'll knock you out if you don't know about it. So blenders are very careful with it, but it's yummy at the same time. This is a gourmand. This is grown up. And now let's pause. The oud extreme part. Here we go. I left all that out because it's kind of a mini review of what the Cohiban is without the oud. Now, all of a sudden, Ahmed doesn't touch that perfume. That perfume exists in this, but now all of a sudden, it's got this perfect oud that I would love to spray this on people. I don't even know if they would spot the oud in this, the way all of the other flavors combine and mask it. Myself, I would like to know if I'd pick it out. I'd say woody, I'd say incensey, I'd say smoky. The menthol takes that medicinal and mixes it into something special. And I don't know if I would know they were mixing together doing it without knowing what the oud is in here. The softest leather comes through from the oud on the dry down and a bit in the heart. On the top, it's just it changes that menthol and lets that set into the skin perfectly. It's very smoky and incensey. Oud fans, if you wear a Roja Kayaku, I'm guessing that kind of oud, I'm going out on a limb, was used. Part of that was used in this. I don't know what oud he did use in this. I know those notes. I copied those notes. That's all I took from the site. So I don't know if he has a bigger description or not. The oud adds smoke, incense, darkness, and life to this perfume. It changes it up and just makes it really special. Fans of the house, if you have just the coffee one and are almost out of it, I mean, please sample this one. And if you're a fan of this, just to see, the oud just makes it like spicing up your eggnog at Christmas. That's what the oud's doing here. Makes it a really special perfume, next level. Emerald, bam! You know, when he kicks it up another level, that's what the oud does. He emeralds it with the oud right there. Where Gourmand Exquis was a pure gourmand, this is grown up. This is accomplished perfume of one that is surrounded by friends and family. It's the perfect amount of sophistication while being huggable and enjoying all you're with. You are wearing this one for yourself and for others. It's a happy fragrance. Painting a picture, because it really is. It hits grown-up notes, hits notes of it. It's just a perfect one to just New Year's Eve. This time in my life, this is the perfect fragrances for the New Year's Eves that I have right now. I still go out and have fun. We're with friends and family the whole time, laughing, enjoying, celebrating. This is the kind of fragrance I'd have for that kind of atmosphere. And I wear this on my own for creative and mood changing fragrances as well. It's like getting that, indulging in the first peppermint mocha or whatever it is, that sweet drink that you indulge in. It's like that. I usually only go dark coffee. I get probably 3 or 4 holiday drinks out of the 3 months of the year. And it's like choosing it for those days. I choose the holiday drink day. Another winner for the holidays, another winner for the cold, and ultimately it is another winner overall. A gourmand with grown-up flair. It's chocolate, coffee, tobacco, and oud. This fits all 4 categories, and it could be called any one of those. It could be Cohiban coffee. I think Cohiban is tobacco. I think he's using actual Cohibas as the tobacco, which is amazing. Cuban flair. Could be called Cohiban oud as well, or Cohiban chocolate. It hits all 4. If I was making top 10 lists, this would have to be considered for those 4 categories. And it might be. Scoring. It's a long-winded one. Scoring. Elixir Attar's Cohiban Coffee Oud Extreme. Experience 15 out of 15. Brand originality 5 out of 5. Project CH 5 out of 5. 4 out of 5 for longevity. 18 out of 20 composition. Ingredients priced about 23 out of 25. Tops 10. Hearts 4. Bases 9 out of 10. 93 bottle worthy again. Personally, I'd wear this in the winter cooler days, maybe for that s'mores campfire. So I would wear this year round. It's heavy, heavy, natural. Who do I see wearing this one? Copacabana. Berry Manilow. 1 to 7 sprays. Up to 2 foot of projection. This one does project. Medium tell. People are going to be touched by this nice fragrance. And this does last up to 8 hours. So check that out. Everyone, happy holidays. Hope you're enjoying your month. Spray something on for yourselves. Love you guys. Be blessed.